Hey there, in this video we're going to build a detailed fantasy port in Minecraft, complete with piers, a warehouse, a crane, and a market area. I'll walk you through everything step by step so you can easily follow along. And don't miss a small gift waiting for you at the end of the video. You can review the material sheet. If you don't have any of the resources listed, that's not a problem, you can replace them at your discretion. Let's start building from the back corner. From there, place a line of blocks going to the side, 29 blocks long. Right now, we're outlining the foundation. This will be the base for the storage and trading areas. Let's place a 28 block line heading towards the front of the builds. Place 40 blocks. Place 46 blocks on this side. By the way, we'll be building large docks here, so make sure there's enough open water in front. Place 12 blocks. I've placed 10 blocks so far. Now, we need to place 2 more, but there's stone in the way. I'll go ahead and remove it. Just a reminder, the distance between these 2 lines should be 17 blocks. All set. Now I'll raise the lines that are below the stone. If your surface is already flat, you won't need to lift anything. Next, we need to build blocks down to connect the outer contours to the solid surface, so it looks like it's standing on the ground rather than floating. Super, we need to fill in the space inside the contour. Next, we need to texture the floor. You can use any blocks that are somehow related to stone. Now let's move to the front of the build. Leave 1 block space on the left and top, then place 8 planks. Place blocks until you're aligned with the contour. Place 4 blocks, 7 blocks, place 4 ladders in the normal position, and 4 in the upside down position, 31 blocks in length. This will be the area for smaller docks. And of course this hole needs to be filled in. Leave a 5 block gap. Then starting from the 6th block, break 7 blocks and replace them with slabs or stairs. Let's start building the docks. Place 35 blocks. Four blocks. Next, connect these and fill in the area. Leave a 21 block gap to the right. On the 22nd block, place 29 blocks in length. Then add 4 blocks in width. Connect them and fill in the area. Leave a 15 block gap to the right. Then on the 16th block, place 21 blocks in length. Three blocks. Great, now let's move on to the smaller docks. Leave a 1 block gap to the right of the stairs. Place 17 blocks in length. Three blocks. Leave a 15 block gap to the right. Then on the 16th block, place 15 blocks in length. Two blocks. Great, we finished the foundation. You can review all the dimensions again on the screen. Now we'll start building the support columns that hold up the docks. At the corners where the pier connects to the large wooden platform, we'll place the main support pillars, 2 by 2 blocks wide, starting from the very bottom, and going 1 block higher than the wooden platform. On top of these pillars, we'll also place slabs. You can use either brick slabs or wooden ones, whichever fits your style better. Next, we'll build smaller columns. Leave a 5 block gap, and on the 6th block, place a 1 block thick column, same height as before, with a slab on top as well. And we'll also add one more column right at the corner. We'll place the same thin columns along the pier, keeping the same height and 5 block spacing between them. Start building these from the end of the pier. As you get closer to the main section, the final gap will likely be just 1 or 3 blocks. Don't worry, that's intentional. Great, we're done with the columns. Now let's connect them. Place upside down stairs on both sides, add a slab and a trapdoor. This gives a slight curve and adds a nice decorative touch to the build. Where the gap between columns is 3 blocks, just use stairs and a trapdoor. And if it's only 1 block, a single slab will be enough. In this section, the gap is a bit too wide, so here we'll place stairs, 2 slabs on each side and 2 trapdoors. And let's add trapdoors for extra depth, where the columns meet the pier. This will be a platform to help you climb back up if you fall into the water, and it also adds a bit more depth and detail to the build. We'll build the same kind of platform here as well. And here we'll do the same thing, just one block narrower since this pier is shorter. Now we'll place fences. Of course, you can place them however you like, but here's what I do. On the pier, I'll fully fence off the first and last sections, and in the others, I'll only place fences on the sides to leave space for getting on and off the ship. And we'll continue placing fences across the entire wooden areas, following the same pattern. I won't speed up the video too much, so you can easily follow along if you'd like to build it with me. On the main platform, I'll fence the entire edge, but leave one block open near the ladders. I hope everything's going well on your end, and if any parts feel a bit too fast, feel free to use YouTube's playback speed controls to slow things down. Now let's move on to the fence on the stone platform. Place fence posts every other block around the edge. Then, add chains vertically between each post. Finally, place trapdoors on top of it all. Personally, I really like how this fence design looks. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. It's time to start building the storage hangar. Go to the corner of the stone platform, leave a 3-block gap from each edge, and place a wooden block. Leave a gap of 9 blocks, and on the 10th block, place another block for the next column. Then repeat this one more time. Next, move 15 blocks to the side, and on the 16th block, place another wooden block for the column. Then, mirror what we did on the other side. Place 8 more blocks on top. That makes a total of 9, including the first one we placed during the layout. Do this for all the columns to raise them up. The roof is pretty simple. Start by outlining it with slabs. It's going to be a triangular roof with a shallow angle, and we'll shape that angle using slabs as well. Just make sure the roof overhangs by 1 block on all sides. Once you've finished the outline, go ahead and fill in the remaining space. The roof is almost done. To add some volume and natural light inside, we can make windows. From the bottom and the right, leave a 3-block gap, then break 5 slabs. Repeat this on the other side, and leave a 1-block gap above each set of windows. You should have a total of 6 openings on the first half of the roof. You can fill the openings with trapdoors or glass blocks. Now repeat the same process on the second half of the roof. And that's it. The roof is complete. The walls will be just as simple. Start by stepping back from the column and building this corner. Behind the central column, I originally built a 3-block wide wall, but that was a mistake. It should actually be 5 blocks. I'll fix it later, but just a heads up, make sure the width is 5 blocks. The second corner is built the same way. Next, I'll build a wall at the bottom that's 5 blocks high. And another one at the top that's 2 blocks high. So that's the kind of window openings we've got. You can fill them with either trapdoors or fences. Personally, I'm going to use fences. I just like how it looks better that way. This is what I mentioned earlier. I made the wall behind the central column 3 blocks wide, but it should have been 5. Now just repeat the same thing on the other side. Alright, I almost forgot. To make it look nicer, we can replace the blocks at the top and bottom of the windows with stairs. Now we'll try to create a slightly curved arch for the main entrance of the warehouse. To do this, start by adding one more layer of blocks on each side for thickness. Place 5 blocks on each side. Then 4 blocks with stairs for a smoother transition. After that, place another row of 5 blocks, then 4 more, and finally, in the center it should be 5 blocks. I accidentally placed 4, but I'll fix that now. I think it turned out pretty nice. I really like how it looks. But I think we should add 4 blocks with wooden fences on top to make the entrance feel a bit less wide. Now let's move on to the block wall. First, raise it up by 3 blocks. We'll round it out just a little. And then add a small edge along the top. Done. To add a bit more detail, let's decorate the corners. Place 1 stone fence, 2 wooden fences and a lantern. Do this both at the top and bottom, on each side of the columns. Next, place 1 block at the top and bottom, 1 stair, 2 stone fences and 2 wooden fences. Now we need to create a decorative frame around the arch. Just follow along with me. On this side, we're adding the same decorations next to the columns, but since the height is a bit different here, you should end up with just 1 wooden fence in the center instead of 2. We can also add a small detail like this. along with little awnings above the windows. We're done with the exterior of the hangar, so now let's move on to the interior. Honestly, it's not too important how you arrange things inside, but you can follow along with me if you'd like. Just a heads up, the exact measurements aren't important. These will be animal pens. They can be any size, and you can even stock them. I'll make smaller ones for animals like pigs and larger ones for cows. To make sure the upper part doesn't look too empty, I'll also add some hanging storage. On the opposite side, I'll create a storage area for orders, just some simple platforms, nothing too complicated. And a couple of small hanging shelves to fill in the remaining space. That's it, we're done with the hanger. Now it's time to build the crane. Start by placing 3 blocks of wood in height, and then place another set of 3 blocks of wood every 3 blocks. You should end up with a 5x5 square. Then, add one more block closer to the center on each side, and place slabs and stairs. Next, place 4 blocks at the corners, space 1 block apart to create a 3x3 square, and place stairs on top. Then, place upside down stairs between these columns, and regular stairs on top of them. Build a column in the center 14 blocks high. Place trapdoors around it, then go 2 blocks higher, and place trapdoors again on the 3rd block. Fill the space between the trapdoors with signs. Place upside down stairs in a circle. Towards the back of the crane, place 4 blocks, and then just keep repeating what I do. We need to make a counterweight for the crane so that it can lift heavy loads. Also, feel free to texture it a bit. The crane is complete, and you can build the same crane on the adjacent pier. On the small pier, a large crane isn't necessary, so we'll make a smaller one. It's quicker and easier to build, so I'll just build it without any extra explanation. Now we'll quickly build the trading area. Take barrels and place them in a way that creates a rectangle, 5 by 4 blocks. Leave 1 block of space and repeat. You can choose any distance between these rectangles and make as many as you like. Personally, so I will make 4 on this side and 3 on the other side. Also, you can place a couple next to the entrance of the hangar. Then place wooden fences 2 blocks high on these barrels and connect the barrels with upside down stairs and trapdoors. The roof is made of multicolored wool, quartz blocks, and stairs. Hang banners of the same color as the wool on the wool. You can decorate the market stall however you like, adding a few chests, blocks for professions, or frames with the goods being sold at this location. By the way, the roof can be any color, as you can see in my example. Lanterns are also easy to make. Remove the stone fence, place an anvil, then a stone fence, a wooden fence, and another stone fence. Then place a wood block with trapdoors on all sides. Under those trapdoors, hang hanging signs and place lanterns on the signs. Place lanterns at every 5 stone fences. Wooden lanterns are even easier to make. Place 2 fence posts, then a slab on top, add a trapdoor to the side of the slab, and hang a lantern underneath. Feel free to place them wherever you like. The layout isn't strict. And finally, the last step. Scatter some cargo around the port, chests, furnaces, hay bales, bookshelves, or logs. Whatever fits the vibe. Just don't overdo it. Thanks for watching this video. I hope everything turned out great for you. You can find the blueprint for this build on my Patreon. And since you stayed until the end, I've got a little gift for you. A 60% discount promo code for my Patreon. You'll see the code on the screen now. Have a great day and see you next time.